vitamin E, and omega-3 salmon oil. And the next condition is, we have had a number of questions about kidneys, kidney failure, people who are undergoing dialysis. So a number of problems that are related to the kidney. And again, as before, it's good to be in the care of a doctor, to be monitored because kidney failure has several stages. So it's good to know at which stage you are. But just to give general recommendation, we would say multimineral to help the kidney deal with the mineral balancing of minerals in the body system. And then beta-gut to help with the detoxing. And one of the things that is noticed in kidney failure is that it can also lead to problems with the heart, because these are two important organs that work hand in hand. So if one has a problem, the problem will affect other organs. And so if there is some heart problems related to someone with kidney failure, we recommend adding omega-3 salmon oil and coenzyme Q10 to protect the heart. Then the next condition is persistent high blood pressure. You remember that sometimes high blood pressure we describe it in Neolife as the silent killer, because it creeps up on you and can escalate into bigger problems. So, and especially now, I think one thing that the pandemic has shown us is the importance of taking care of our personal health, because then it gives us a fighting chance when some opportunistic illnesses try to take advantage. So persistent high blood pressure, the lifestyle recommendation is to remove junk food from the diet, things like sodas, fast food, and so on, which are not so useful to our system, should be eliminated. If someone is a cigarette smoker or a user of alcohol, they should eliminate those from their lifestyle, and then increase also the amount of activity. So they should have an active lifestyle. And from the Neolife side, we recommend that they use omega-3 salmon oil, which helps with the removal of plaque from their blood vessels. We recommend that they use lipotropic adjuncts, which works towards the quality of the blood, and then garlic, allium, and multimineral. So those are the ones that we recommend for persistent high blood pressure, but also the lifestyle changes that I mentioned are important to work together with the supplements to get rid of this problem, which is becoming more and more common. Then I think as my time is going, I can add one last. Someone asked last time when to take zinc in relation to mealtime. Zinc, because of competition with other minerals, is good to take it either 1 hour before a meal, or to take it with a meal if the meal is rich in proteins, or if those are not possible, then 2 hours after a meal. So that was about when to take zinc. And I think from there we can go to Pascal, who has got a session about the business. If there are other questions and there is time at the end, I will look at them. So for now, let me hand you over to Pascal, that he can go on with his session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we lost Paul for some time there. I don't know whether he's back. Paul, are you there?
Yes, I'm back, Pascal. I can just speak very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, the power went off. It's you are lucky because you were your people had alerted you. Mine just went when I was in the middle.
So we are doing business in the dark.
You know. Okay, so I just wanted to recognize that the Neolife University winners. Remember, after doing the course, we announced that the first people to be able to complete the course and submit to marketing will be entered into a draw. So we entered in a draw for Africa. The draw had about 150 people, and these are the luckiest people who won in our region, that is East Africa. So I'm just going to read their name quickly. So we have Diana Kimani, we have Evans Lubanga, that is from Mombasa. We have Florence Jeru, we have Grace Ngatia and Danson Mwangi. We have Arun Masharia, we have Jane Lirumbi Wangusi, I believe she's from Endoret. We have Jane Sawe from Nakuru, we have Joel Gikundi, we have Josephine Kimanthi, we have Judith Obok, we have Anne Gao and Mangati. We have Rose Nyambura Wambua, and we have Rosemary Ruvantale, and last not least, we have Samuel and Mantris Dakanyo. So those are our winners from East Africa who managed to get to to get the prize. So we are going to pack your prize nicely. It's a beautiful prize from Neolife. Remember, we don't disappoint. So we are going to give you a call, and then we'll be able to tell you when to pick it next week. For those who are not in Nairobi, don't worry. We'll courier the prize wherever you are. So we'll be able to get in touch with you, and congratulations for being selected and winning the Neolife University gift amber. So congratulations, over to you, Pascal.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. Before we proceed, I would like to recognize Rachel Maina, a new director from the USA, and apologize profusely because we picked up the data from Nairobi, and as it was an oversight from my side, I should have picked up from the one in the US. So Rachel Maina, congratulations. She sponsored 6 personally and 2 in Kenya and 4 in the USA during the month of July. So Rachel, congratulations very much. We really appreciate the effort that you're doing and flying the flag of Kenya very high in the USA. Thank you very much. I don't know whether Rachel is in this call tonight.
I am right here. I can see you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Rachel, my sincere apologies.
Accepted. It happens. Thank you, though.
Yes, tell us.
Now what do I say? I am here, and sorry for disappearing in a little bit, but I'm glad I'm in your life. And again, my name is Rachel Maina. I joined the last week of May, didn't do anything, started thinking about New Life in June, simply because I was very sick, but I had a strong belief that that was the right direction to go in terms of health, because I trust and believe my friend Josephine, who is my upline. I had seen what the supplements had done for her. So I had no doubt in my mind that I was going to get back my health, because I've struggled since 2016. I have taken the strongest pain medicine in the book, the ones that should have put me out of my mind completely, but I was being careful and having to bear a lot of pain. But thanks to Neolife and Josephine for introducing me to Neolife, I can say that I have my health. I'm doing well. And through that, I didn't even know, even when I started, that that's what the basics of use and share. I just used, I felt good. And I called my sister Emma, who has been recognized there several times for doing such an exemplary job. I'm so proud of her. She's my baby sister. So I'm so proud of her. And she was struggling so much with health, asthma, diabetes. So she's the first person I said, hey, there's something here that I think is gonna help you. And if you like, I hear there is money in it. And she went for it. I didn't care about money at that point, but I suggested to Emma, there is money in it. And surely enough, she listened to me. She got well and ran for the money, and we can see the direction she's going. Looks like there's no stopping for him. I'm so proud of you, sister. And I also introduced my other sister in the UK, Elizabeth, who is also doing very well. And she has brought in a lot of other people. We kind of made sure we took care of our family in terms of the supplements. It's like anybody who has something going on. They are on Neolife. So I'm feeling so good about that in the terms of health, that the family is well covered, my friends. In fact, right now, I just spoke to a very dear friend in Nairobi, and she's like, bring those supplements today, get someone to give them to me. So she's gonna be, she's coming on board, and she just said, like I did, let me use these products. And then once I see what they're gonna do for me, I am coming on board, because I know so many people who are struggling. So it's working. The basics: use, share the opportunity, and share the product and share the opportunity, and also trying to better myself. And in the same way, I've been able to share the opportunity with a lot of my colleagues here in the US, and that's how the team in the US is growing, because they knew me, they knew my struggles, and now they're looking at me and they're thinking, oh, this is a new Rachel, because I kind of lost it. I lost weight, and I didn't have any happiness. There was no laughter from my heart. It was just on my face. And you can always tell when one is laughing and they're in pain. So now they can see it's genuine, it's real, and they want to share what I used to get there. And that is how they use the products themselves, they're experiencing it, they're sharing the products and sharing the opportunity. And we are not stopping, and we are moving on. And I'm so glad we are there, and we have great trainers. Grace has been with us, and we never miss Pascal and Betty's training. Even when I sign someone on, I say, you can miss anything, but no Pascal and Betty. That is where you get the real teaching. So they know, and I remind them, I have learned a lot from you people, the business, the products, and that's how I have to say for today. But I'm excited to be here and to be with Neolife. Thank you, Pascal.
Well done, well done. Okay.
Thank you very much, Rachel. I really appreciate your testimony. It's fantastic. And just to inform you, I'm in touch with one of your prospects called Rosemary Joseph.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm going to speak with her soon and get her to start the business.
Very good. I knew you'd do it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And I actually told her, I am sending you to the best, and I'm envious of you. I wish I'm the one having Pascal talk to me. So I'm sure she'll do great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So thank you very much, everybody. And now, if you permit me, I would like to share with you our next session, which is how to become a professional network marketer. I truly believe that the most paying profession in the world at the moment, if you take it seriously, is this industry, is this business. Secondly, we have the finest products in the world. That I have absolutely no doubt. I have read a lot of different companies. I've read a lot of different nutrition programs. And a lot of people contact me because they know I'm in network marketing, and they ask me, would you like to look at something else? Mm-hmm. And I pause for a few minutes and say, the Lord led me to Neolife, and I will do Neolife until the end of my days. Because I believe truly this is the best business in the world. But you see, the products are the best, the compensation plan is the best. The only missing equation is you and I. The only missing formula is you and I, to take this business personally, to apply every single skill that you have learned to make this business an envy of most other professions. But what is the goal of this business? The goal of this business is very simple. That is the ability to get a large group of people who consistently do a few simple things over an extended period of time. That is what really our goal is. So a few key things. One, a large group of people. Number two, consistently doing. Number three, a few simple things. Number four, over an extended period of time. That is what our industry is. So what we are actually doing, we are creating a network of users. But for you to become a professional networker, the first step, I believe, is you need to know why you are in this business. Why are you starting this business? Why did you start it? In the beginning, Betty and I started this business because of three reasons: money, money, and money. That is why we started, because we wanted to make an extra $200 a month. But after 7 months, our income reached $1,000. And I actually changed my mind. I realized this business, if I apply a lot of effort on work and consistently, this business can lead us to financial freedom. So when you have your dream, it has to be clear. Don't say you want a lot of money. How much money do you want? You know, the last few months, I've been asking prospects, what is your goal? What is your monthly goal or income? And I find that most people have actually never thought about that question. They've never thought to answer it in a very clear and precise way. So if you're in this business, if you're a guest, if you're a prospect, if you're a distributor, if you're starting the business now, or you've been in the business a long time, make sure you have a very clearly defined goal. And when you do that, you will find that your business will begin to run better. But once you have written down the why of your business, if you've written down your dream, what do you do and how do you do it? I think the following skills that you need to develop are the following. Number one, you need to develop prospecting skills. Okay? Why do you need to develop these skills? Because without these skills, you will only become a mediocre network marketer. But the idea is to become a professional networker. And skills is developed through repetition. I was reading a book about habits, and the example that really caught my attention is a man who had developed memory. His memory, he was losing his memory. He couldn't remember who he was. Sometimes he would forget who his wife is, but he still could leave his house, go for a walk, and come back without missing his way. So scientists were beginning to find out, why is it that this man cannot sometimes remember his wife, or he cannot remember going to the kitchen to make breakfast and then going back to sleep? How is it that he can leave the house to go and walk and come back? And they realized it's because of habit. The power of habit. Once you develop habits by repetition, it's what drives you forward. So the first skill you need to develop is prospecting skills. That is knowing people who want or may be interested in the business. And remember, prospecting is a process. It is not a goal. It is a process that you go through, and you have a pipeline of prospects at different stages. But the key thing that will make your prospecting very effective is being interested in people, not interesting. Interesting means you want people to be interested in you. Interested means you are interested in the needs of the prospect. And prospects or customer needs to know, to like, and trust you. Once these three things are happening in your business, you will get prospects and customers very easily. So make an effort to be interested in prospects by asking simple questions, because those questions are the ones that will reveal the need of the prospect. The next thing you need to skill you need to master is inviting skills. I believe inviting is a gateway to our business. If you don't know how to invite, you will not attract the right people to our business. So make an effort to learn how to invite. Go and read the Getting Started document developed by Neolife. It's got fantastic examples on how to invite. The third thing you need to learn how to do is show the plan. You need to be able to learn to tell your story, show the plan, and show how the business works. The various methods, either sending them a video, inviting them for a Zoom meeting, doing a one-on-one presentation, or doing a large business presentation where people are still congregating. Unfortunately for us in South Africa here, we're still at a lockdown level 3, so we cannot congregate. But if you're in a region where you can meet people in a large group, that's a good way to show the business. But the critical part of which is the next skill is the skill of following up. You need to learn how to follow up effectively by asking simple closing questions. If somebody has seen the business, ask them very simple questions. Did the business make sense? What did you like most about the business? Do you think your dreams can become true or your health can improve if you join our business? And if the answer to those questions is yes, then it's most likely that the prospect is ready to join the business. And don't be shy about asking the prospect to pay the money to start the business. And a key thing about closing prospects is this: you need to be emotionally detached from the decision the prospect is going to make. You know, sometimes when you're new in the business, you really want the prospect to join, and you tend to talk too much. And the more you talk, the more you actually push away your prospects. And that is why you need to be emotionally detached from the decision, and two, ask the right questions. Asking the right questions, you ask the questions that reveal what the prospect actually wants. And that is what helps us to close prospects effectively. And then the other skill you need to develop is retailing products. Two things: one, the capacity for listening; number two, product knowledge. When you have these two things, retailing products become quite efficient and effective, because you're able to listen and understand what the customers actually need. Number two, to recommend the right products. As Betty always says, we are not doctors. We only supplement what the body should be. We are supplementing to help the body heal itself. So those are the skills you need to develop. The next skills, if you allow me to go to the next page, sorry. The third thing is, once you've learned those skills, there is a time frame you need to allow for the business. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I would recommend that you need to have a 2 to 5 year plan. It means that with total faith, apply the teachings you receive in these training sessions from your sponsor, from your upline leader, from your world team member, from your president team. Apply what they teach you for a period of 2 to 5 years consistently, and you're going to gain financial freedom. Apart from having a 2 to 5 year plan, you need to have monthly goals. Why is that important? Because remember, when the month ends, everybody starts from the beginning. I remember when we were new in the business, a new distributor asked me, "But Pascal, why do we need to go back to zero at the beginning of the month?" And my answer was, because the sales of last month, the bonuses have been paid out. They cannot be carried over to the next month. So every month you need to have goals in 3 areas. One, personal production, which is personal PV. Number two, the number of people you sponsor. And number three, the steps you want to make. And then you need to get into daily habits. What is a habit? Habit is something that you do over and over again through repetition until you do it almost without thinking. That is what a habit is. And to develop habits, you need to have complete self-discipline. That means every day when you wake up, you need to have a schedule of the things you want to do. How many customers you're going to see, how many prospects you're going to talk to or show the plan, how many prospects you're going to do a follow-up. Those things are very important for you, because that is really what our business is. Neolife pays us for doing 2 things. One is using the products. 2, retailing products. And then getting other people to do the same. That is why Neolife pays us, nothing else. So you need to have daily habits of doing those basic things, talking to people. And then you need to read every single day. I would recommend that you need to read 15. If you read 15 minutes daily, in 1 month, you'll finish reading 1 book. Think about reading 12 books in a year. That will put you ahead of 97% of the world population, because the average man in the world reads 1 book a year. So if you read 15 minutes daily, in a year, you'll have read 12 books, and that makes a tremendous difference. For the leaders, for those who are have joined the business, we recommend that you read at least 30 minutes every day. And then the next skill is you need to get new people started. Teach your new distributors how to do the basic things that you're doing yourself. And then you need to learn how to promote events. Okay? And my final thoughts are this. You know, sometimes when you start the business, you are very enthusiastic. Then somewhere along the line, your enthusiasm starts to drop, and mediocrity sets in. That is called the law of familiarity. Sometimes when you're familiar with the things that you do, you begin to lose confidence and discipline. The second thing, you need to have a sense of purpose. Why a sense of purpose? Because that is what drives you. all the people who've affected the world tremendously always have a sense of purpose and a sense of destiny. Number three, your business will never grow beyond your personal development. I have seen this in our own personal lives. I've seen it in the business of so many different people. If your PV goes beyond your development of leadership, it will drop until you develop your leadership capacity. And the last thing is you need to have an accountability mirror. Every evening, go to the mirror, look at yourself straight and hold yourself accountable. Talk to yourself. Pascal, today you said you're going to speak to 6 people. You haven't spoken to anybody. Do you think you're going to go on stage at 1 diamond director or a 2 diamond director? Talk to yourself. Hold yourself accountable for the plans that you have made. If you do these basic things, if you hold yourself accountable, if you have a sense of destiny, you develop the capacity of being a professional network marketer. And Paul, I can, let me just stop my, sharing my screen. Sharing my screen, my apologies. Okay. Paul, I would like to hand over back to you, but I have just one prediction. All those people who have attended this training session, if we take up seriously to become professional network marketer, reading, learning about the business, learning about the products, learning how to relate, learning how to be truthful to your customers and to your distributors. In 2 years' time, whatever market that you're in, people will line up to join our business. Why? Because we will have demonstrated that this is a profession and that we hold it in high esteem. When people know that you're in your life, they will ask you, I would like to join your team. So Paul, I'd like to hand over back to you. Thank you very much and God bless all of you.
Thank you so much, Pascal. I hope you can be able to hear me.
Yes.
Thank you. We truly appreciate you and Betty for always being there for us. You've been able to hear it from Rachel Maina all the way from US. How dear we hold you, and we pray to God to continue to bless you with good health and a lot of knowledge so that you can continue to empower as many people as possible. So we appreciate everything you do for us, taking us through the recognition. And if you're from Uganda and Tanzania, don't feel left out. This was just for Kenya, and because we started this Zoom call with that in line. But in the next 2 weeks, we'll be able to give you a lineup of how we are going to do the monthly East Africa recognition, and we'll be able to bring to you a guest speaker so that we can be able to recognize, because we also have some good steps that happened across East Africa. So as we finish, I just wanted to share this incentive which is going on now in Kenya and Uganda, whereby you sponsor 2 people and you get a pair of Neolife branded masks. Okay, so every distributor who is on this call today, you can be able to participate. And we started giving out the masks today and yesterday, and quite a number of people were able to pick theirs. I know Pieros and Jospa, they have already picked, I think, 6 of them, meaning they have sponsored 12. No, they have picked actually 8 of them, meaning they have sponsored 4 people. And also Emma picked I think 4 because of sponsoring a good number of people. So it is an incentive that is running. So every time you sponsor 2 people, you get a pair of Neolife branded masks, because we believe you need it. It's going to keep you safe from the pandemic that is happening now. Pascal, if you sponsor, we might ship 2 for you. But the sponsoring should be in Kenya.
Okay.
So Tanzania, we are not running this incentive because it's business as usual in Tanzania, but if need be, we can always, we can negotiate and get you a mask. So it's something that you need to have. Yesterday, I was just walking into a supermarket wearing one, and believe you not, somebody stopped me and they asked me, "Are you from Neolife?" And I told them yes. And they told me, I need chelated zinc and vitamin C. And I was like, wow. They're not in stock right now, but I'm going to give you a call next week so that I can be able to guide you on how to buy it. So Pascal and Betty could be having some PVs in Kenya next week. All right, so that incentive is running. Please go for it. And my last announcement, on Saturday, we are going to have a senior manager training, which is a Zoom meeting, and we want to do it very early in the morning. That is on 15th. It's going to be at 10 a.m. and we have very key speakers. We have Justus Muhumza, our team member from Uganda. We have Jospat Kariuki, our present team member in Kenya. And we have Mike Mandiventa, who is our present team member, and some of the people who brought this opportunity to Kenya, who is going to be our guest speaker during that meeting. So that meeting is open to senior managers and above. So if you're a manager and you want so badly to attend that meeting, make sure before we close business tomorrow, you are going to close the business tomorrow as a senior manager, and you're invited. So this is a Zoom call for all the senior managers in East Africa. You're most welcome, so that we can be able to learn from these experienced distributors, how we can be able to take our business from senior manager to director to world team and the rest of the steps. So I just want to thank everyone who's on this call today, Pascal and Betty, for being with us tonight and for sharing with us and making our people feel so good. Betty, people have been dancing across the houses.
Good. If it wasn't dark, I would be dancing, but I'm afraid of bumping on the furniture.
So thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to our people who have been able to get recognized on this meeting for the Neolife University. Please get in touch with us next week. We'll be able to get you a good amper. I'm trying to think of something which you can be able to wear and something that you can be able to hit. You know, that is good, you know, in terms of a Neolife product. So we'll be able to give you the information so that you can be able to enjoy that. So from me, that's it, Pascal, unless you have something to add.
Paul, if you can just save all those messages in the chat to see if there are any questions to do with products, because I can't